Hey there, welcome to the Pawpaw Chronicles and More with Jim. Well, today what I'm doing is I'm setting out a tray, and I'm going to explain something that I think I should explain. Now, the tray that I have is a Rootmaker tray. I got one over here, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. This is a 32 cell tray, and it's designed to build up root mass, which most of you that follow me on the channel, I talk about root mass. I want root mass, but the tray is black, and I'm out here in the sun, which, by the way, this is my nursery that I just started this year. Not a whole lot in it right now, but sooner or later it'll be built up. I look for a number of years for it to build up. Now, if you look inside the tray, you see a whole series of holes in there. There's ledges. And what that does, it guides the root down to those openings, and it cauterizes that root through air pruning. There's no snipping involved. They'll air prune naturally. You got two big holes down here in the bottom that directs that taproot out here, and it'll cauterize that taproot. But you want to keep them off the ground. Let me set that to the side. That being said, now I made this fence to set up high so it's off the ground, and it's two pieces of 4x4 or a 4x2 spot weld fence put together so it'll be strong enough to support this. Now, if I leave that out in the open, what I'll be doing is exposing all this blackness to the heat, and we don't want that. We want it to be protected. And this is the way that I am going to protect it. I think I can. With these cinder blocks, what I'll be doing is blocking the sun's rays and trying to keep it from heating up that pot or that flat. You know what? Let's turn this around. There we go. I want to cover it more so from the south than the north, because that's where the sun is going to hit it the most. Got plenty of cinder blocks to work with. There, let me turn this in here upwards, like the others. And let's turn this one upwards. There. The sides of the flat have been protected. That being black, which I can feel the warmth on that already. That is hot. And that black outer side will attract heat. And we don't want that because it'll cook the seed. The seeds are inside of a regular seed mix, and I bedded them in seed mix and then topped it all off with peat moss. The peat moss will help in holding moisture for a longer period of time. Just got to stay on top of the watering. There's 32 cells. 2 of the cells has 2 seeds each, all persimmons. This bed right here is all going to be persimmons if I can get these to take off. There's trays right there I call germinating trays, and those trays, there's a total of 160 seeds right there. So we're looking at 194 seeds if they take off, in which once they get started, of course, what's in here, they're dedicated. Because once that seed comes up, you're going to have a hard time getting that seed out of there. The other germinating flats I have, they're a different setup. I can open them up, check the seed, close it back up. This right here is from Rootmaker products, and I've been dealing with Rootmaker pots, 1-gallon pots like what you see right here for quite some time. Boy, that's nice and cool down in the bottom. Them cinder blocks really insulate that down the bottom on them roots. But she's a little dry. I have to get some watering done out here. But I've been using these pots right here for probably about a decade now, and I've had really, really good luck with them pots. Those seeds right there, by the way, they germinated about 2 weeks ago, and they're all coming up very nicely. I have a few that didn't germinate, and they were set up inside the other germinating pots that I have, and or germinating tray systems that I have. And once those seeds started to germinate, I took them out and stuck them in those root builders. And what we're going to do is just wait and see how everything goes. Like I said, these right here are dedicated. I'm going to have to wait until they get some size to them before I can grab them and pull them out and transplant them. And I'm not for sure what potting system I'm going to transplant these into. I may decide to put them into root builder containers. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. Got a little ways to go. But I decided to give them a try and see how they work out. Hopefully these seeds will germinate and be fine. But once they germinate, I'm going to have to really keep an eye on them as far as keeping them watered and make sure that they don't dry out. The root trapper bags that I'll be using, which I'll show you here real quick, these hold a lot of moisture down inside, and you don't have to water as much. But I come to find out that these were a bad choice for my pawpaws. It holds moisture for so long it actually rots the root. You don't want that. But the persimmons should thrive in them. My other trees that I'm germinating, that I have germinated, my northern pecans, I got some crabapple back behind me. I even put in some blackberry. They're all doing fine, and hopefully those will do just as fine as well. Sawtooth oaks really like those root trapper bags. They really did good in the root trapper bags. Anywho, just something I wanted to share with you folks and put things in a perspective for myself. My name's Jim. If you like what you see, subscribe. And don't forget to click on that bell for notifications. You all have a God bless day.